Hey guys, Sam here with Guichi Motors. As promised, more content being shot daily, so I'm here today to talk about our SEMA 24 build. Been a few little teaser pictures of this car, but I wanted to kind of walk you guys through what we're doing, because we're actually going to start doing a bunch of like vlog stuff and a whole lot of content of this car kind of from here till SEMA. You know, normally we do like the big SEMA release where we kind of keep it somewhat secretive and then, you know, build the car up and then do a big debut. We want to take you guys along for the ride and show you what we're doing. So here it is. This is our 24 SEMA build. It is a BMW Z4 GT1 race car. It is actually a race car. We found this car in Lithuania and shipped it over, so it has a big European racing history, and we basically shipped it over to Florida. We're gonna make it street legal, and yeah, it's gonna be cool. So basically, to walk you through this, we've got a lot already done on this car. Obviously, the suspension's dialed in, the cage is done. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's already been done because it's been a race car. So we got a good start on it, but obviously it's been, you know, a lot of race seasons and kind of beat to hell and needs the SEMA touch to it. So we're gonna go through, you know, do all the body work, all the fiberglass, redo the body work, redo a whole bunch of the carbon stuff, and then obviously the motor. You know, so what are we gonna do in this thing? Well, we are going to do one of our M120 V12s in the BMW. So Mercedes power plant in the BMW, because why not? We're pushing these V12s pretty hard, pushing the M120s in development, and you know, this is going to be a good example because we're going to be able to track it, be able to do a lot more with it. We're getting away from NA and we're going boosted. So we started doing some research. We're going to do turbos, maybe supercharge it. You know, what are we going to do? We decided to partner with Procharger, and we're going to do a crank-driven Procharger on the V12. And if you guys know what crank-driven Prochargers look like, I mean, they stick off the front of the motor like this. So, you know, how are we going to fit a V12 and a Procharger in this engine bay? Well, we'll show you some clips of this thing. There's actually a ton of room in the engine bay. It's going to be tight once we get the headers and everything in there, but it's going to be killer. A little bit more research on crank-driven Prochargers and V12s. We stumbled across the W154 Mercedes. It was a Mercedes race car that was built in 1939. And that was actually the first crank-driven supercharged V12 that actually worked well and did very well for Mercedes. And it's really cool that we're actually doing another crank-driven supercharged V12, but now with an M120, you know, late model Mercedes motor with a late model Procharger, you know, and all good Haltech engine management. So it's gonna be really cool. We're gonna push it. We got some crazy rods, crazy cam profile running our heads. Power-wise, I don't know, 1500, that's kind of the goal. We're gonna be doing a lot of work. Obviously, you see we've already been 3D scanning and doing a bunch of work, design work for some carbon pieces we're making. Going through with BYC Designs, doing all the aero on it. And then, yeah, some cool center lug wheels, center lug wheels, and, you know, big brakes and all the fun stuff. But it is gonna be a street car. We're gonna make it street legal and make all the power and really turn some heads. Hopefully it'll be cool. You see a lot of race cars at SEMA, but you don't really see race cars converted back to street. So we got a cool little render and a cool vibe that we're going for on this car. So stay tuned. We're gonna be ripping the bodywork off of this, get the bodywork off to the body shop, so I can start doing all the fit and finish and fixing all the holes and all the cracked stuff. And then we're gonna start on fab work and get this thing rolling, because we got like 5-6 months or something to build this thing. So all right, so first steps on any build like this is to really get it tore down. We need to see what we're working with. We need to see what's underneath all this fiberglass bodywork. I mean, this thing's been a race car. It's been wrecked, it's been modified, it's been tweaked, you know, for so many years. So really getting it down to a bare shell and see what was done, see what kind of things we need to address and fix on it. That's really key. That's really key to planning this thing out and making sure that we can hit our schedule and plan out this build accordingly. So Yassiel's ripping his bodywork off. Looks like he's already done it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm supervising, but yeah. looking like a stripped down race car now. So the fuel cell on this was in the passenger seat. Basically, you see those three little holes, oval shaped holes. It was an endurance car, so we're moving the fuel cell to the back, taking out this little arrow piece. I don't know what they were doing with this, but it's got to come out. And boom goes the dynamite.
Radium fuel cell there.
Got plenty of room now. Gives me hardcore like Formula D vibes.
Yeah.
With it all stripped out like this. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Plated up, but not sitting so low.
That's freaking made for it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We'll probably have one up here.
Yeah. Look at all that room. If all these cars tore apart at the same time, we definitely need a bigger shop. All right, so what are we doing in there?
Cutting this box out so we can try to mount a passenger seat. And we're going to clearance the exhaust housing there.
So yeah, as you see it works, I'll continue to narrate this. I like doing this supervisor thing. Yeah, we're cutting out all this endurance racing fuel cell crap, basically to get a seat back in here. We want to have a passenger seat. This thing's gonna be a street car. Want to have ride-alongs. Want to get more than one person in this thing while we're smashing some tires and killing some tires. So we're gonna go ahead and get all this cleaned up, start welding everything back up. But overall, pretty good start to the car. We got a good plan. Move forward on this thing. So next up is going to be fab work and getting the motor mounted. All right guys, so this is the very beginning of this build. We got lots of work to do over the next few months. So like and subscribe. We're gonna be dropping new videos on this build and other builds we got in the shop. Stay tuned.